Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to GameChronX, your go-to channel for all the latest in gaming news and deep dive analysis. Today we've got a mega update that's going to get all you Kirby fans buzzing. We're talking about the latest news on Kirby Air Riders coming to the much-rumored Switch 2 and the surprising involvement of none other than Kirby creator Masahiro Sakurai. That's right, this isn't just any Kirby game update. It's a deep dive into a project that's set to shake up the racing genre on Nintendo systems. In today's update, we'll cover everything from the core details of Kirby Air Riders' announcement, the potential implications for the upcoming Nintendo hardware, and what this could mean for the overall legacy of Kirby and its creator Sakurai. So sit tight as we break down the details, share our thoughts on what might be coming next, and speculate on the future of this exciting franchise. All based on the detailed coverage you can find in the article from The Verge. Let's get into it. Before we jump headfirst into the news update, let's take a quick trip down memory lane. Kirby has long been a beloved character in the Nintendo pantheon. Known for his adorable design, quirky abilities, and surprisingly deep gameplay mechanics, Kirby has evolved from a side-scroller star to a versatile icon who's ventured into countless genres, from platformers and puzzle games to the more recent racing titles like Kirby Air Riders. For those who may not be as familiar, Kirby Air Riders originally hit our radars with its unique blend of high-speed, gravity-defying gameplay. Unlike traditional racers, this title puts a creative spin on the genre, where you're not just competing on tracks but experiencing dynamic aerial maneuvers and vibrant, colorful worlds that feel unmistakably Kirby. And now, with fresh details emerging, there's talk of a new iteration of Kirby Air Riders making its way to the next-gen Nintendo console. Now let's add Masahiro Sakurai to the mix, a name that resonates with quality and creativity among gamers. Sakurai, the mastermind behind Kirby, as well as the Super Smash Bros. Series, has been a guiding force for Nintendo's experimental side. His hands-on involvement in projects always brings a certain magic, ensuring that gameplay innovation and character charm remain at the forefront. And this new announcement hints at his continued influence in steering Kirby to even greater heights. According to The Verge, the news isn't just a simple announcement. It's a sign of Nintendo's ambition to build on its legacy while embracing the next generation of hardware. The article dives into details that suggest Kirby Air Riders may be receiving a fresh take with more advanced mechanics, enhanced visuals, and possibly a more expansive multiplayer experience that will leverage the rumored capabilities of the upcoming Switch 2. This is huge, especially for fans who have been waiting for a title that pushes the boundaries of what Kirby games can be. It's worth noting that this update comes at a time when Nintendo is rumored to be finalizing details for the Switch 2, a console that promises to blend innovation with the beloved simplicity of Nintendo's classic hardware. Imagine taking Kirby's already imaginative universe and running it on a platform that boasts enhanced graphics, smoother frame rates, and more powerful processing capabilities. That's the dream scenario for many of us. In the next segment, we're going to break down what these changes might mean for the gameplay experience and how Sakurai's involvement could influence the direction of Kirby Air Riders. Stay tuned as we explore these topics in greater depth. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. The Verge's coverage has sparked quite a bit of excitement and speculation. What exactly are we looking at when it comes to Kirby Air Riders for the Switch 2? While Nintendo has been famously tight-lipped about many of its projects, some details have managed to leak out, and here's what we can piece together. The upcoming version of Kirby Air Riders is expected to take full advantage of the enhanced hardware capabilities. With the rumored processing power and graphical improvements of the Switch 2, we might see more dynamic and detailed tracks, smoother animations, and even more fluid controls. Think about how racing games on previous consoles evolved with each new hardware generation. The leap could be truly spectacular for Kirby's world. One of the hallmarks of Nintendo's more recent projects has been the focus on social and multiplayer experiences. Kirby Air Riders has always had a fun, arcade-like quality to it, and this update could potentially introduce robust online play. Imagine engaging in high-speed races with friends from around the world, competing on intricate courses designed to take full advantage of both local and online multiplayer modes. When you hear Masahiro Sakurai's name, you know you're in for something special. His approach to game design emphasizes innovation, player-friendly mechanics, and a deep respect for the source material. In this new project, his role might be more pronounced, suggesting that we could see experimental game modes or unique mechanics that set Kirby Air Riders apart from typical racing games. His previous work on titles like Super Smash Bros. Has always been about blending accessibility with depth, and we can only imagine what surprises he might have in store for this title. With Nintendo's ecosystem becoming more interconnected, think Nintendo Switch Online, integrated game streaming, and cross-platform experiences. The update might also include features that let players earn rewards or unlock special content across different titles. This could be another avenue where Sakurai's vision for a unified, player-centric experience comes to life. Kirby games have traditionally been light on narrative compared to other franchises, but that doesn't mean they lack charm. With new technology and Sakurai's involvement, there's potential for more immersive storytelling elements. We might see new characters, quirky story modes, or even side quests that expand the Kirby universe in unexpected ways. It's important to remember that while these details are exciting, nothing is set in stone yet. Nintendo has a history of surprising us right up until launch, and this announcement feels like just the tip of the iceberg. The Verge's coverage gives us plenty to think about, but it also leaves us with questions that only time will answer. In a way, that uncertainty is part of what makes Nintendo news so thrilling. It's a mix of nostalgia, innovation, and the promise of a fresh gaming experience that redefines what we expect from a beloved franchise. Now, let's take a moment to dive into some of the technical aspects and speculate on how these improvements might translate on screen. For those of you who love to geek out on specs, imagine enhanced physics engines that allow Kirby to perform even more gravity-defying stunts, or improved AI that adapts to your racing style in real time. Every tiny upgrade could lead to a more immersive and challenging racing experience that still remains accessible and fun for players of all ages. Also, consider the potential for hybrid game modes, a combination of traditional racing and other gameplay elements like battle arenas or obstacle challenges. Nintendo has a knack for blending genres, and with Sakurai's involvement, we could very well see a game that doesn't just stick to one formula, but offers multiple layers of gameplay to explore. The possibilities are endless, and it's this level of creative risk-taking that keeps the gaming community on its toes. Stay with me as we move on to what this might mean for the upcoming hardware and how it could influence the overall gaming landscape on Nintendo platforms. One of the most tantalizing aspects of this announcement is its timing with the anticipated Switch 2. Rumors have been swirling for months about Nintendo's next console, and while nothing has been officially confirmed yet, many believe that the next Kirby Air Riders update is part of a broader strategy to showcase the new system's capabilities. Here's what we know about the potential Switch 2 connection. The Switch 2 is expected to offer significant improvements in processing power and graphics performance. For a game like Kirby Air Riders, which relies heavily on smooth, dynamic movement and vibrant, detailed environments, this could mean a visual overhaul that feels both modern and true to Kirby's signature style. Enhanced graphics could bring out more intricate details in the world design, making every race a feast for the eyes. A next-gen console could also bolster online connectivity and multiplayer functionality. As I mentioned earlier, one of the most exciting prospects for this update is the possibility of expanded online features. Imagine competing in global tournaments or joining friends in new cooperative modes that push the boundaries of what we've seen before in the Kirby series. Nintendo is known for its ability to evolve its franchises without losing the charm that makes them unique. With the Switch 2, there's a real opportunity to set a new benchmark for what a Kirby game can be. The involvement of Masahiro Sakurai suggests that Nintendo isn't just resting on its laurels, but is actively looking to reimagine the franchise in a way that's both fresh and deeply rooted in its history. Another exciting possibility is the integration of new controller features. Whether it's improved haptics, motion controls, or even new ways to interact with the game world, the Switch 2 might provide a host of innovative input methods that make the racing experience more tactile and engaging. Think of how Nintendo has always pushed the envelope with creative control schemes. This could be the next evolution of that trend. All of these potential improvements come together to paint a picture of a game that's not only a remaster of an old favorite, but a complete reimagining built for the future. It's a project that seems to bridge the past with the future, a sentiment that resonates with both longtime fans of Kirby and new players discovering his adventures for the first time. Now, while we're all buzzing about the Switch 2 possibilities, it's important to remember that Nintendo is famous for keeping its cards close to the vest. The Verge article hints at many exciting features, but it also leaves plenty of room for interpretation. As with any rumor or early announcement, there's a blend of confirmed details and hopeful speculation. What we do know, however, is that Nintendo and Sakurai are cooking up something that's designed to push the envelope of what we expect from a Kirby game. When it comes to game design, few names carry as much weight as Masahiro Sakurai. If you're a fan of Nintendo's iconic franchises, then you know that Sakurai isn't just a developer, he's a visionary. His work on Super Smash Bros. Revolutionized the fighting game genre, blending deep mechanics with accessible gameplay that appeals to both hardcore gamers and casual players alike. Now, his involvement in Kirby Air Riders is setting the stage for what could be a transformative update to the franchise. So, what does Sakurai bring to the table with this new Kirby project? Let's break it down. Sakurai has always been known for his willingness to push the boundaries of conventional game design. With Kirby Air Riders, this means we might see experimental mechanics that haven't been touched in previous titles. Whether it's new movement options, innovative power-ups, or game modes that challenge the traditional racing formula, you can bet that every element will be carefully crafted to create an experience that's both fresh and familiar. One of the hallmarks of Sakurai's design philosophy is the meticulous attention to detail. Every character move, every visual effect, and every interaction in his games feels purposeful. For Kirby Air Riders, this could translate to refined physics, smooth animation transitions, and an overall sense of polish that elevates the gameplay experience. It's this kind of craftsmanship that turns a good game into a memorable one. At the core of Sakurai's approach is the idea that games should be designed with the player in mind. That means accessibility, intuitive controls, and a learning curve that never feels punishing. For Kirby Air Riders, expect mechanics that are easy to pick up but challenging to master, delivering both a casual racing experience and a competitive edge for those looking to truly test their skills. Sakurai's involvement could also signal a deeper dive into the lore and universe of Kirby. While Kirby games have typically focused on fun and gameplay over narrative depth, there's always been a charm in the way Kirby's world is presented. This new update might weave in additional story elements or new characters that expand on Kirby's mythos without compromising the lighthearted feel that fans love. Nintendo has a history of blending genres, and Sakurai's projects are no exception. We might see hints of other gameplay styles integrated into Kirby Air Riders. Perhaps minigames, battle arenas, or even puzzle elements that pop up during races. This cross-genre experimentation could make the game feel like a celebration of everything that makes Kirby unique. In essence, Sakurai's touch promises a game that is not only a technical upgrade, but also a creative reimagining. His track record speaks volumes, and his hands-on role in this project suggests that we're in for an experience that's both innovative and deeply respectful of Kirby's heritage. As we wrap up this section, consider this. Every time Sakurai steps into a project, he brings with him decades of experience, creative risk-taking, and an unwavering commitment to quality. That's exactly what makes this announcement so thrilling. It's not just another Kirby game. It's a project that embodies the spirit of innovation that Nintendo is known for, and it could very well redefine the racing genre on their next-gen hardware. No gaming announcement comes without its fair share of buzz, and this one is no exception. The news of a revamped Kirby Air Riders on the upcoming Switch 2 has ignited discussions across social media platforms, forums, and fan communities worldwide. Let's break down some of the major themes in the conversation. Many fans are reminiscing about the original Kirby Air Riders experience, the quirky, adrenaline-pumping races, and the imaginative track designs that define the game. There's a strong sense of nostalgia at play here, but it's being met with equal measures of excitement about what the future holds. The promise of new mechanics, enhanced visuals, and innovative game modes has the community buzzing with anticipation. Given Sakurai's reputation, fans are eager to see how his creative vision will shape this new iteration. Online discussions have been filled with speculation about potential gameplay twists, hidden features, and even Easter eggs that only a mastermind like Sakurai could incorporate. There's also a healthy dose of "we trust Sakurai" sentiment, a belief that his involvement guarantees a quality experience that will surpass our expectations. The potential Switch 2 connection has added an extra layer of excitement. Gamers are already speculating about what the next console will offer, and a game like Kirby Air Riders could serve as one of the flagship titles to showcase the hardware's capabilities. From improved online multiplayer to jaw-dropping graphics, the community is eager to see Nintendo push the envelope even further. Kirby Air Riders has never been just a casual racer. It's a game that offers competitive gameplay with plenty of room for skill-based mastery. With the rumored enhancements, many competitive gamers are already gearing up for tournaments and friendly online races. The idea of a global leaderboard and special events is something that could really transform the game into a live, evolving competitive platform. As content creators, we're particularly thrilled by the prospects of new features and multiplayer modes. A game that offers both nostalgic elements and innovative gameplay mechanics is a dream come true for streamers and YouTubers alike. Imagine the endless possibilities for gameplay showcases, tutorials, and even competitive tournaments. This update is a goldmine for content creators looking to engage their audiences. All these discussions show that the community is not just passively consuming news. They're actively engaging with the possibilities and dreaming up new ways to experience Kirby. And as we've seen with previous Nintendo announcements, community feedback often plays a crucial role in shaping the final product. Nintendo has a long history of listening to its fans, and with this project, it's likely that the voices of the community will help refine and perfect the game before its release. In our next section, we'll look at some possible timelines and what we might expect in terms of further updates and official announcements from Nintendo. If you're as hyped as I am, you're going to want to stick around for what comes next. While the details we have right now are incredibly exciting, one of the most pressing questions on everyone's mind is, when can we actually play this game? Unfortunately, as with many Nintendo projects, an official release date hasn't been confirmed yet. However, we can make some educated guesses based on Nintendo's past patterns and the context of this announcement. Given the potential tie-in with the upcoming Switch 2, many believe that this new version of Kirby Air Riders could launch either as a launch title or shortly thereafter. Nintendo is known for timing its major releases to coincide with hardware launches, so it wouldn't be surprising to see this game debut as a way to showcase the new system's capabilities. While nothing is set in stone, some industry insiders speculate that we could be looking at a release in the next 12 to 18 months. As the project moves forward, it's highly likely that Nintendo will release early demos or teaser trailers at major gaming events like E3, Gamescom, or even a dedicated Nintendo Direct. Keep your eyes peeled for these announcements because they'll give us the first real look at what this updated Kirby Air Riders has in store. The Verge article hints at more details coming down the line, so this is a project that we'll be hearing more about in the near future. Another exciting possibility is that Nintendo might involve the community in beta tests or early access demos. This is something they've done with other titles to great success, and it could be a perfect way to fine-tune the game before its final release. As fans, our feedback could help shape the gameplay experience, ensuring that the final product lives up to both nostalgia and modern gaming expectations. For content creators and gamers alike, this is a fantastic opportunity to build excitement. Imagine the wave of reaction videos, first-look streams, and in-depth analysis pieces that will emerge as more details are unveiled. This isn't just a game update, it's a community event in the making. And from a business standpoint, it's a smart move by Nintendo to reignite interest in the Kirby franchise while simultaneously paving the way for the next generation of Nintendo hardware. To summarize this section, while we're eagerly awaiting an official release date, the signals are strong that Kirby Air Riders is being reimagined as a next-gen title. And whether you're a longtime fan or a newcomer to the series, this project promises to deliver a blend of classic charm and groundbreaking innovation that only Nintendo and Sakurai could pull off. Now, before we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on what all of this means for the future of Nintendo's racing titles and the broader gaming landscape. As we zoom out and look at the bigger picture, it becomes clear that this Kirby Air Riders update is about more than just a single game. It's about the evolution of the Nintendo brand. Here's why this matters. Kirby has always been a symbol of Nintendo's ability to create universally appealing experiences. With this update, Nintendo isn't just giving us another game. It's breathing new life into a franchise that has entertained millions for decades. By combining the charm of Kirby with cutting-edge gameplay and the promise of next-gen technology, Nintendo is setting a new standard for how classic franchises can evolve. Nintendo's approach to game development has always been about breaking the mold. Whether it's through inventive control schemes or genre-blending gameplay, their projects often redefine what we expect from a game. Kirby Air Riders is poised to be a prime example of this ethos, potentially fusing the exhilaration of racing with the whimsical, inventive spirit that defines Kirby's universe. In today's fast-paced gaming industry, nostalgia isn't just a marketing tactic, it's a powerful tool for engagement. By reimagining a classic title with modern technology, Nintendo is appealing to both longtime fans and new players. This balance between the past and the future is something that has always set Nintendo apart from its competitors, and it's likely to be a key factor in the success of this project. This announcement is a win for everyone in the gaming ecosystem. Content creators have a fresh canvas to work on, one that's rich with history, innovation, and endless possibilities. As we've seen in previous Nintendo announcements, the community's passion and creativity can take a project to heights that even the developers might not have anticipated. Kirby Air Riders could very well become a cultural phenomenon within the gaming community, driving conversations, fan art, and even competitive play. In short, this update is a testament to Nintendo's commitment to innovation and quality. It's about respecting the past while pushing boldly into the future. And that's a narrative that resonates with every gamer who has ever picked up a Nintendo controller. As we bring today's update to a close, let's recap the key points. Kirby Air Riders is set to receive a major update that takes advantage of next-generation hardware, specifically the anticipated Switch 2. Enhanced visuals, refined gameplay mechanics, and expanded multiplayer options are all on the table, promising an experience that's both nostalgic and groundbreaking. Masahiro Sakurai's involvement is a huge deal. His creative vision and commitment to quality are expected to elevate the game to new heights. While an official release date hasn't been confirmed yet, industry insiders are speculating a launch window within the next 12 to 18 months, possibly timed with the Switch 2's debut. The broader impact on Nintendo's franchise strategy, community engagement, and the racing genre is immense, making this update a must-watch for fans and gamers alike. What does all of this mean for you? For one, it's an exciting time to be a part of the Nintendo community. Whether you're here for the gameplay innovation, the nostalgia factor, or the promise of epic multiplayer battles, this project has something for everyone. And for us content creators at GameChronX, it's a golden opportunity to dive deep, share our insights, and build a community discussion around what could be one of Nintendo's most innovative titles in recent memory. So, what do you think? Are you hyped about a new next-gen Kirby Air Riders? How do you feel about Sakurai's involvement and the potential of the Switch 2's capabilities? Let us know in the comments below. Your opinions and predictions are what make this community so awesome. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to stay on top of all the latest updates in the world of gaming, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. We've got plenty more content coming your way, from game reviews and industry insights to live streams and exclusive interviews with some of the biggest names in gaming. That's it from me today. I can't wait to see how this project unfolds, and I'll be here every step of the way to break down every new detail for you. Thanks again for tuning in to GameChronX, and I'll catch you all in the next update.